Hello everyone and welcome to Slipjoint Sawyer. Today we're taking a look at a knife from Buck, and this is going to be my first fixed blade knife review. Now, fixed blades aren't UK legal to carry day to day, but you are allowed to use them around your property and for bits and pieces like hunting, if you're going camping, things like that. And that's the exact reason why I picked up this knife. I want to get back into camping and going out in the wilderness a bit more, so I needed a really nice fixed blade. So I picked up one from Buck, and this is one I've had my eye on since it was released. I believe it was the end of 22 or middle of 23, I think it was released. It comes in the Buck Pro box. You can see it's blacked out with Buck knives on the front and their logo just down the bottom. It's plain on all the ends, and then on the back you get some information. You have a knife made in the USA, forever warranty, and it's part of their Pro line. And we're going to be taking a look at the 662, and that's the Alpha Scout Pro. So it's made in the US. So you've got the warning on there: can expose to nickel, which is known to the state of California to cause cancer, etc. Usual standard warnings. But you pull off the sleeve, and then you have this bit of the box. You've got the edge of a legend, this embossed Buck in the silver. Again, it's all plain around the edges with a magnetic style front. And then inside that you get a little bit of blurb from Buck themselves. So with over a century of experience, we've instilled a legacy of self-resilience by building knives that prevail through generations. This piece stands as a testament to our enduring craftsmanship and is backed for life by our famous Buck Knives Forever warranty. And their warranty it's the best out there. I've yet to find anything come close. Maybe Victorinox, they're pretty good, but I think Buck really know how it is. Got a message from the Buck family there, from the chairman, CJ Buck, and then on the back a bit of information about their famous warranty. So the knife just comes in there, it's amongst all this sort of shredded paper just to keep it secure. Now, is the box a little big for the knife? 100%. Is it there for show and presentation? Yes. Do I love it? Yes. But let's take a look at the knife. So it's the 662 Alpha Scout Pro. And I got the one in the walnut scales or covers, but the sheath it comes with, I will say, is absolutely beautiful. So you've got 662 embossed on the back there, proudly made in the USA. Kind of hard to see, it says that there, and then the USA flag. Look at the stitching on the back, it's really good. No quality issues with that at all, and you can see how it's fitted around the shape of the handle. And then we have the Buck Knives logo embossed on the front there as well. And then we do have some rivets holding that together for extra security. It is a sort of a belt loop carry style sheath. Now the way I carry this is obviously I put it on my belt, and then you can actually tuck the bottom half portion of this into your back pocket. So if you think about, your pocket comes up to about here, and then you're just left with that on your belt sticking up, and then my t-shirt covers that. So it's such a discreet carry. No one is ever going to see it or know it's on your belt, especially where I live, but it's not UK legal to carry out on the street, so do what you want, but air of caution. You have the Buck Knives little clasp on there. You can see you've got the anvil with the B in it. Buck Knives established 1902, and there's a nice snap on that, and it holds the knife very securely in there. There's no movement whatsoever. That knife is really safe in there. But pop that off and we'll take a look at the inside of the sheath. So there's no plastic on the inside, which you might see on some other sheaths. The only thing to watch out for that is, you can see I've caught it a few times with the blade, nicked it a couple of times there, but it's very, very minor. But it's nicely formed, it's nice and pliable and soft, it's not too rigid, and it's just a great bit of kit to get with it. Honestly love this thing. But here it is, the Alpha Scout Pro. This is in the walnut covers, as I said before. They are held on with Torx. I believe they are T8 Torx. You can see the covers on this are nicely sort of jigged or like grooved, and it adds such a grip to the handle. It's honestly, this is, I think, going to be the perfect fixed blade for me. It's such a great size to fit in the hand. So you've got the nicely contoured handle. You can see the different layers of the wood there where it's been milled down. See the different levels of it, how it swells out in the middle and gets narrower towards the base. But we do have a full tang design, and I would expect nothing less from Buck. So you know you've got no problems with that blade. You know it's going to be a really strong working knife. We have a lanyard loop on the back, which I put a little bead on just to make it easier for me to pull out of the sheath when it's on my back, because some of the handle does come down to about here, sorry, the sheath, so it's not too much to grab on. But with this lanyard loop, you can sort of pull like that and pull the knife out like this, nice and secure, not going to drop it, not going to go anywhere. We have some jimping on the spine of the knife here as well. Now that is good if you want to have a grip back here like this, so you can have more of a blade. You also have jimping further down, which I'd like to use in this sort of for push cuts, or you could even grip like this for draw cuts, and you've got full security there. There's no way that's going to come out of your hand for draw cuts. We have Buck, the logo and USA etched on the blade with the model number 662 and the yearly mark, which I believe this one is 24. Quite a heavy grind on this one then, I will say, but as with all Bucks I've ever received, the sharpest thing I've ever received, it is screaming sharp, like ridiculously sharp. Didn't need a strop, anything like that. It was already hair popping sharp out of the box. And that's always been the case for me with Buck. I've got a really good relationship with their products. Never had an issue with anything. So you can see we have a satin finish on this blade, and this is in S30V with the Boss heat treat on it. Now I believe it's heat treated to between 59 and 61 on the Rockwell, so that's pretty good. It's going to hold an edge for quite a long time, and it's perfect for the intended use. It's meant for sort of processing game, hunting, small tasks around the camp, you know, maybe battening little tiny bits of wood, and you can tell the spine on this is thick enough to do that. It can take the abuse. But you know, with the Buck heat treat, this thing's going to be phenomenal. So the blade length on this then, so it is under 3 inches for the blade. It's 2.87 inches. So you can see you've got 1, 2, and then I'd say it's closer to 2.9, but they're saying 2.87 on the site. And then we have a full length from the edge of the lanyard hole right to the tip of the blade. We're looking at, let's have a look, just over 6 1/4, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.3, 6.4 inches full length. So it's a very nice compact little fixed blade, and I'm honestly over the moon with this thing. I think it's fantastic. I'm really glad I picked this up. Now it is a little bit on the pricey side. I think I paid $160 for this in the UK. I got it from Cycler Knives and Tools. They had the best deal on it, but you can pick this up from Heine Haynes for about 180, I think it is. And then the most expensive one is on the Buck UK website, where it's over 200. So I would definitely be looking at other websites before going to Buck if you really want one. They offer it in a rich light on the scales as well, but honestly, for me, get the Walnut. It's absolutely beautiful. But there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed my first fixed blade review of the Buck 662 Alpha Scout Pro. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.